Alright, hello everybody, welcome to my stream. I'm DC. You can find me all over the internet at DC Lasair, DCLASAIR. Go to my website, dclasair.com, to find out all about the things I'm doing. And if you like that website, it's powered by Doris, a new link in bio site. Check them out with my affiliate link. And if you like what you see, sign up for Doris Pro and use the discount code DCLasair to get 3% off for 3 months. And they do share some of that subscription with me. So yay. All right. So normally Wednesday is gunplay day, but I've gone through the models I had, and I don't have the funds right now to go get another gunplow model. So it's just going to take a while to build that back up. But I did get my planner the other week. And oh no, I'm sorry, JD lady. I did get my planner the other week, and I've collected some pens over the past month or so that I haven't really tried out yet. So we're going to try out a bunch of pens, take a look at my planner, and use a couple test pages to see how I like things on there. Also, really quick, I am going to look at the Twitch app, and I thought of something that I might be able to do on the app itself. Okay, so I still don't have the things. I thought I could move thought I could change the size of the text screen, but that's not going to happen. Alrighty, so working the same as it was yesterday. That's all right. Okay, so going to talk about my planner and some pens, because Walgreens surprisingly had some cool pens in. And so I got, a number of sets here and there as I went. Oh, I'll also take a look at these Hobonichi ephemera that came with the planner too. That'll be a lot of fun. So I will meet you over there in just a moment. Let's see here. Let's see if this works. Boop. Hey, look at that. It's like I had prepared my planner. Oh yeah, I got those new tabs, and we'll go over those too. So yeah, sit back, relax. We'll go through my planner setup, what goes on in my brain. Might be kind of scary, but we'll get through it. Yeah. And again, if you have any questions, just put them in chat. I'll be glad to answer. All right, so I'll see you over there. I hit a button. It worked. I'm magic. You do spy a pilot friction, yes. They are off camera, but yeah. So I have some pilot frictions. Right here. Came in a 3-pack. So I have gathered up all the pens I use. All right, where is... Okay, where's my regular planner? I shouldn't say my regular planner, but this year's planner. Where did I put that? Oh, there it is. Okay. Apparently I wanted to hide my planner on myself. So, this here is Hobonichi Weeks 2026. The artist there's the artist name and spelling. It came with this, which is, you know, the front here. And I had no idea what this was. This apparently peels off, sticks in the back, and is a pocket for things like this and other receipts or anything else. So I may someday actually, you know, peel it off, and it's a free pocket. Right? So the weeks, it's the Tetra Weeks 2026. Start off with a couple years, this year, last year. There's even important dates section for 2026. Still sitting on my coaster, right? Yeah, I kind of need to get better about using my planner more regularly, because it has been a while since I'm an irregular user. Here's another view that they use. I'm not sure what I'd use that for. Oh, your little pocket sticker. I get you. Get you. Here, I do like having kind of this, because this is enough room for me to write in birthdays and things like that, or holidays here. But the real magic is in these pages here. So 1 week on page, starts on Monday, ends on Sunday. And then you have this grid over here. Now what's nice is, and since I don't plan on using the December in this journal, this month here is going to be our test subject. But the grid line, yeah, you can see it a little better on this page. So this grid line here and this grid line here line up. So if you want to continue for a day, you can on this other page. Or if you just want to use this page for whatever else. But if you want to keep it separated by days, there is a clear line marking, which I find very handy. But the big thing is having these spaces on the side. Now my current planner, let's see here, let's go to, yeah, we'll go to November. I haven't written anything out. Is by the that company. It starts with an L. They're German. They make lots of cool planners. And you can see it's larger. What I don't like is that we have lots of space for the days, right? So we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What I don't like is that Saturday and Sunday are just these little, you know, take up half a page each. I would rather have Steven, hello. I would rather have a full width for Saturday and Sunday as well. And that's just a personal preference. Oh, taking a taking a break from Gunpla today as I realized I was out of Gunpla kits, and it's going to be a couple weeks till I can get some disposable income to get another Gunpla model. So, looking at planners and pens. All right. And then, so my planner, how I organize the things is pretty easy. I record outdoor, indoor temperature, humidity, and the time. And I use this weather washi tape that Lady Luck 34 had shown off. Or so I would take a green and let's see here. Yes, this is normally the pen I would use. Where did I put? So this is my temperature gauge. The top is outdoor, the bottom is indoor temperature. It's in Fahrenheit for those in other countries. So it's 76 degrees outside, 74 degrees in here. And then the number next to it is the humidity. So I usually list the, what is today? It's the September 10th. Okay, so test 910. Okay. So normally I'd put an I for indoor temperature. (76°F). Then the humidity. Or I'm sorry, O for outdoor, I for indoor. So inside it's 74 degrees. And 48% humidity. And then I typically write the time. So it's 3:25, right? And then I'd take the washi tape and just cut it with my finger there because it's thin. Now, since this is a different size than I'm used to, I might have to rethink this. But stick it on the day, and then I would usually take the red because it shows up better. And I would circle it's sunny with clouds. So I'd circle the sun and the clouds. Yay, right? Then I'd write down what I do. So stream would be in red. So stream, planner. So I'm using 3 different colors of pen here. Then I use my favorite pen. This is my main writing pen. This is a Uniball Jetstream. It's mainly for the grip. I love this grip. It's fantastic. And then I'd write down, you know, a couple of general things I did. Did something in Obsidian. So I'm not trying to write very neat right now. But yeah, so that's generally the way entry would go for me. Then I can write over here. Now, if I wanted to, I'd get closer and try to stay within the little squares here, but I'm not going to do that right now. So that's generally my planner. And then if I have more I need to write out, like I have just a bunch of thoughts, and this is separate from if I do morning pages. This is a separate journal from morning pages. So I take a sticker, I have these, and I would just pick one. It doesn't matter the color. Peel it off. I like these because you can kind of see through them. Peel it off. I would stick it here, and then I would take out another one of the same color, even if it was a different size. It just has to be the same color, and then stick it to a page here and write the date. So that way I have a marker noticing that today something happened where I thought I needed to write more. I needed a journal entry on stuff. I just had thoughts or concerns or something. And so when those days happen, they get a round sticker here, and then same color sticker on the page here, along with the date. So, you know, it'd be September 10th, 2025, and then all my thoughts, and I can write as much as I want. So that's generally how I put things together. This is a Midori notebook. And since I haven't gotten one for next year yet, because I still have a lot of pages left in this one, and it's undated, so I'm just going to use this one until it's full. I mean, there's no reason to get another one just to not use the paper that's here. All right. So let's go through some pens. And so these pens I've had the longest. Oops, let's get that in there. Juice Up 03. So these this red, green, purple have been the ones I've been using the most. But then, of course, once I got into planners, I got into other pens again, and so I've built up some pens over the past few months. But let's start with, since Shady Lady mentioned them, the Pilot Friction, or Frixion, depending how you want to pronounce it, which this is supposedly erasable, the erasable end. So let me zoom in a little more for this. There we go. Now you'll be able to see the pen testing better. Pen test. And I still got to charge my mouse so I can use the mouse with my laptop here. All right. So, oh, so I tried to click the top. No, you click the clip down. Pen SMR. Okay, so this is Pilot friction. Don't know if this is actually called red, but see, is there an actual color on here that I can see? No, I don't know what they call this color. If it has like a specific red name or anything, so. But we will color in. Not bad. How does it look on the other side? Hmm. Then if I try to erase, how well does this work now? Huh? Not bad. No longer a 1 there. I can very lightly see it, but otherwise, yeah. So that's the red. And the black. Same thing. 1, 2, 3. I'll do the same with the blue. All right. Let that dry a bit. And yeah, again, that works. That is pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, I can still see some of the impressions of the number, but, you know, just because I press into the paper like that. But yeah, erasable link. We gotta try the blue, of course. Uh-huh. Pretty neat. And then flip the page over to see, check bleed through. Not bad. Again, this is the Tomei River paper used. All right, so those were the erasable pens. Now let's see what else. What are we gonna try here? Oh, that. Oh no, that's still a microball. Okay. Okay, we got a couple different pens here. I might have another color somewhere and just can't see it right now. But right now, next up will be the Pilot G2. 0.7 millimeters. Those colors. One moment, please. Okay, so these are the this is kind of a purple. The grip isn't too bad on these. Here, it's not. I mean, okay, nothing so far is as comfortable as this. The grip on this one. Right, but it's not bad. It's I can at least hold the pen steady, and it's not as slippery as the material up here. Okay, pretty good flow there. Not bad. And then I don't know what to call this color. I'm sure these colors have fancy names. What does this look like? Kind of red. We'll call it red. At least I'll know what pen I'm referring to. Not quite red, but I took them out of the packaging and threw it all away, so. Okay, so that's Pilot G2. Go back here. Again, this is bleed through. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Pretty nice. All right, then these Pilot as well. Yeah. Got Pilot Acroball. Similar grip feeling material as this. I like this grip a little better because it has some more ridges on it. Let's see if I can show those off. So we got 3 of the Pilot Microball pens. Or, I'm sorry, Acroball. Oof. All right. So this is blue. Again, pretty good ink flow on all these so far. Not disappointed in that. think I'm really liking the grip on the Acroball though. Extra ridges. See the ink on the G2, kind of probably can't see it, but it ran just a little bit thicker on the edge there. Green. Okay, so we're saying Acroball. I'm just kind of leaving the ones I really enjoy. I mean, these are all good pens. You can tell the flow of the friction comes out a little thicker than the others. That makes sense? Okay. And the page flip. Again, not bad. All right, now I have these are Uniball 1.7 pens. I got a set of 3. So pink, blue, purple. There's something about this design, about the barrel here, that feels, but feels particularly good in the hand. I noticed that right away. So there's just kind of a good feel to it. I can't really quantify it other than that. Let's see here. These are the Uniball 1. Okay, yeah, see, this is definitely pink. There's no... Okay. Again, they have fancy color names that I don't know. Oh, that's a lovely ink. I like the ink. So those go up there. Even though it doesn't have the same rubbery grip that I like, there's just, I don't know, holding these is a different experience. Blue. Yeah, these are pretty vibrant colors coming out of here. Huh. Can I show you the tip of that? Yeah, look at that. Okay, then we have the, what we're gonna call the purple. Oh, I'm sorry, I should move my, there you go. Very smooth writing. Yeah, I think I'm what we test here, I'm liking the ink colors from the Uniball 1 pens. So far. Okay. So those will get separated out. All right. Flip pages. And then we're gonna type over here because I have a whole set of felt tip Rasa from Zebra. Oh, sorry, Gundam model. All right, there's no grip. Just all the same plastic, so okay. This is going to require a different approach. I gotta get used to this fine felt tip. It is a very different feel. I don't know if I'm gonna like it yellow. Yeah, yeah. Having a hard time seeing that yellow. I don't know if you can see it better on the camera, but with the light I have on it, it's just in person. It's hard for me to see what I'm writing. So more of a pen for darker paper. Or if you're just, maybe you're drawing the sun or stars or something and you want a yellow. So if you're coloring, probably be good. But writing, I would not use the yellow. Orange. Again, that's pretty light. Let it dry a little bit. Better than the yellow, though. Okay, this is called spring green. Oh, I actually can see the colors on these pens. Okay, so this is... All right, this is coming out nicer. Okay, well, it was. Still getting used to the pressure I need. That might be a... Yeah, press down. I had to press down a little harder with that one. Then I do like this color. Oh, this is just standard green. Okay. Okay, so if I press down a little more. And then, let's see, this is electric blue. Okay. Okay, pretty good. This is their regular blue. And this is purple. Okay, just called purple. Cool, I can deal with that. Okay, the ink is a little thicker there. You can see on the 3. That, but all right. Nice purple too. Yeah, it is a nice purple. So far I like out of this set, I'm liking the green, the electric blue, the blue, and the purple. That is a nice purple though. That's a... Yeah, because we have... We'll compare the two purples in a second, but there's the other one. I'll put them side by side. Green is nice, slightly jade. Yeah. This is... Where'd the color go? This is a deep pink. All right, and then we have black. Seems to come out a little thicker than the other ones. Isn't a bad thing. Okay. Deep pink I could live with, but I think I like green, the electric blue, purple, and the black are going to be my favorite out of those. But just for Steven, we're going to do a purple test. Between the two purples. Okay, so this is the one we just used. This is the Pilot G2. And oh, I have another purple here. So let's throw it into the mix. One of my older pens, the Juice Up. Okay, the G2 is more of a blue. I mean, yeah, I guess it is more of a blue. It kind of looks purple, but I don't know. I like these just because they're 0.3 and it's very thin, and I really like that. Let's try the Uniball, though, as well, and compare that. We have yet another purple, the Uniball 1. Oh, that flows so nicely. I really like the feel of these. All right, let them kind of dry. I see why people like these Uniball 1s. These are great. Okay, Steven, there you go. Different purples. Rasa, the G2, which is... I can't call that a purple, I don't think. The Juice Up pen, which is very thin. And then the Uni 1. And if we flip it over, just to look at bleed through. That's the nice thing about this paper is that I can still see, I can see some of these words, but I have a feeling that if I start writing, it's not going to interrupt what I write here if I just make some scribbles real quick. Okay, I'll take a break in just a moment. Or, oh, you guys can't see that. Okay. So yeah, not bad. I can still tell when I'm writing on this page. It's not soaking through the paper. Again, that's the magic of this paper. All right, we'll leave the purple test up. And I am going to take a break. Be back in about 5 minutes. And when we come back, I have more pens. I have these Sharpie pens to try out. We'll give them a go. And then I have, if we have time, this is one of my older pen sets as well. I have this whole group of Les Pen Flex that I really like too. But again, I've had these like 3 years. same with the juice up pens. But pen variety. All right. So be right back. Give me about 5 minutes. Take a break. I'll run some ads to keep pre-rolls away. And yeah, we'll come back and we'll go through more pens and we'll take a look at the tabs that I got as well. And I'll show you how I'm using those. So be right back. All right. Well, y'all, I could have died there, but Pentagram saved me, so thank you.
You hear that, chat? He said thank you. I think you need to bring more chaos.
The number one thing for producing a show is timing, being on time, understanding when to hit a button, that type of thing. The other thing is knowing your workflow. If there's a number two, it'd be knowing your workflow. So if it is easier for you to set up your volumes like I just showed you using the Stream Deck Plus and directly into OBS, or if it's easier to use the Wavelink software, whatever you find better, do it. It's great that there's more options, and whatever you're comfortable working with. Kitty, Kitty, get down. Oh, I'm going to say it's Wild Magic Surges. Who wants to roll 2 more Wild Magic Surges? It's all right, 0.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. What are our incentives? Why can't we? There are 5 of us, and that's 100. Why can't we do like 5 max damage?
Nah, that's no fun.
Fair enough.
Wow, DC has been going to the B-Day Vulture School again.
Yes. I mean, I'm going to roll one of these too because that's just fun. So,
all right. Welcome everyone to twitch.tv/DC Lasair, where you'll have more fun than a slice of bread. Guaranteed. No, I'm not holding myself up by my hair. This is a slice of bread, not actually me. It's not wearing a hat. So, coming to you live from the command center, it's me. Take it away. Me. Hey everybody. Glad you're all here. Hey, I'm DC, and I'm producer to the stars. how I connected all my audio and how I could still control audio with Stream Deck knobs, because we all know the knobs are important and the knobs are good to touch. So, take out the wooden stick and go. I made mistakes. Yeah! Eat my balls of energy. You know what, butterflies? I can go twice as high, so suck it. So we're thinking it's someone that's been striking bakeries recently, called the Frosting Phantom. And he comes in, takes something, disappears.
And rather it was stolen from Mr. Orton, or he's smuggling it in for himself and claiming that it's homemade when it's not. We should really just take all this stuff and go turn it into the Baker's Guild and call
Like,
it done.
do we really need to find this Darren Esser? Oh my god, I just got that. Do we need to find this person, or can we just go?
All right, welcome back, everybody. How y'all doing? Oh, I meant to have music running this whole time. Keep that going. Just turn it kind of low. There we go. That ought to be all right. Let's see here. Be quick, do a... a quick post. To... Yay, I posted things. Oh, I gotta respond to something real quick. Okay. Let's get back to pens. And yeah, surprisingly, Walgreens occasionally has some really neat pens. Just a tip if you're out and about. Oh. I found the black Acroball. I'm using this in my Lockbee wallet, so let's just give it a go. And the ink flows well in these. I like that. The friction pens are just fun. Like, just being able to erase your ink. So neat. All right. So the other pen, actually, let's get to another page here. I'm gonna run out of pages if I'm not careful. Actually, let's go to the front of the book and try out these Sharpies. This is, oh, it tells me a color. Can I read it? Oh, nope, it doesn't. Thought it might say the color. Oh, I see it. It says fine on the other ones. Okay, so this is a fine tip. Ooh, okay. Again, since they're Sharpies, it's going to be a different experience altogether. If you're just doing things you would normally use a Sharpie for, they're pretty good. Flow is good. Okay, this is green. Not a bad green. And not bad. Okay, yeah, those are, I like the colors. They're pretty good. These are definitely Sharpie pens, though. You can tell, you know. So again, good for art, or if you're signing stuff, like, you know, when people have the big thick Sharpie, you could use one of these instead when you get a signature on something, and allow them to write big. But yeah, the color is good. Let's do the page flip thing. Oh, I that's right, I tested here. But still, you can kind of see where I had the blue there. Not bad. Then I have this miscellaneous pen. Oh, since we're getting to Le Pen, this isn't even in the Le Pen pack. I guess I got a separate black Le Pen somewhere. Ooh. That is nice. That's a good experience right there. Can't tell anything else about this pen other than it's black. Nope. Okay. I like that. That is something. Okay, let's try this set again. I've had this probably more than 3 years actually. Oh, these are Pen Flex, so I should oh yeah, okay, this is gonna be a different, yeah. Oh yeah, this is completely different. This is definitely more for like drawing and stuff. I would not write with these. They feel real good though. I really, the tip on the paper. Talking about pens is dirty, y'all. I'm just gonna do color swatches with these. Yeah, the flexible brush tip. Mm-hmm. That's a pretty good feel on paper. And these are, you're not going to be writing novels with these, but the colors are fantastic. So if you were drawing, or you needed to color in something, I have a darker green. And let's just do a quick number test with these. Yeah, it's definitely a different style. Definitely more your artist pen focus, which I kind of knew, but I still wanted to test as pens. One got stuck. But they feel great going on paper. But this lay pen, which is just their regular black pen, I really like this. I could such a nice fine tip. Okay, so all of the pens I've shown, I think that's my whole collection thus far. Oh, if you want a comparison, here's the Uniball Jetstream. Which is my favorite grippy pen. has a nice flow. Alright, and let's do the page. I didn't do the page flip for the Lasair, I don't think. So yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with any of these pens. Let me put the pen I've been using in my wallet back in my Lockbeat wallet. So I don't forget my travel pen. Shove that back in. I don't think you can go wrong with any of these pens. Some of them definitely have different purposes other than writing. And feel different, but I think my overall favorites, I mean, okay, so for grip, still nothing is beating the Uni Jetstream. Until it's, you know, got some dirt on it and things, because I use it a lot. Yeah, this is fantastic. This feels great on the hand, very comfortable. I can write a lot with this. But I believe my other favorites, Uni gel grips are your favorites. Yeah. Other one is this Lasair, this black one. Really good. I like this a lot. The Acroball, again, good grips. Ink color is okay. Flowed well. But other than the grip, I think my favorites are down here, the Uniball 1 pens. These are just fantastic. They got you know, a nice enough grip. New writing, but I really like the colors of these, the vibrant. Hey, Springleaf, welcome on in. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the Uniball 1 pens. And I knocked over a Gundam. There we go. Did some ink tests of a bunch of my pens. Because I realized that I've gone through all the Gundam kits I have, and it's going to be a while before I can get another one. So I did pen tests, and in my new planner. Luckily, my new planner has December of this year in it, and so I'm just writing all over it, testing things. The Pilot Friction pens are pretty neat. They're erasable. That had a 1, 2, and a 3, and I erased the 1 and 2. That was fun. I was saying I like the Acroballs. Sharpie colors are pretty consistent with Sharpie ink, what I think. You get, yes, this is the Hobonichi Weeks. It's this one. Hobonichi Techo 2026 Weeks. Let me back the camera out a little bit to give you a little size comparison between planners here. Okay. So, this year's planner next year's planner. This is cat damage. This is a little cat bitey. There they are on the sides. And the weeks came with, I found out this is a sticky plastic pocket, so I got to peel this off and stick it. And, excuse me. And it came with this. Excuse me again. And I did a test of how I would normally use the planner. There's some flex here. That's kind of neat. Like, oh yeah, and then you know the washi tape. Oh, also what I like about having this blank page is that I still have a bunch of washi tape behind me that I need to use up so I can decorate, go back to decorating this with washi tape. I have like the one practical washi tape, right? and then 3 or 4, I don't know, spools of other washi tape that just look pretty. Can't tell the difference. Oh, and this is by a company whose name I love called SwitchBot. And there's a little temperature thing up over there on my wall. And that feeds into this thing that sits on my desk. And it has a little kickstand. Can mount on the wall too. Yeah, so I usually have it like that, so I can just look at it. Okay, put that back where it goes. All right, let me clean this up a little bit. Put that right there. We'll keep. I need one of those pen case things. that holds a bunch of pens. All right, so let's talk about these. I ordered these a week or two ago, and they finally came in today. And, oh, there's my hat. Look at that. You remember my minimalist DM kit? I have some tabs already with different notes, but these aren't quite working out like I would want them to. So go and replace the tabs. And the folder is going to close on me. All right, so we got action. Oh, I can write out the word condition. Get a different pen. Now let's stick with these. And then bring it down a little bit. Let's see how that flows. Yeah, not all right. I'll live with that for now. Then we'll have weapon mastery. Hope you're doing good, Springleaf. Thanks for coming in. Actually, I better stick this down here. Or I could... No, I want to... Don't block the words there, so... Stick it down here. Doing well, how are you? I'm doing good. All right, then this will be tools. And bring this down a bit. Action condition tools. Yeah, I can read these better. So, and then finally, the adventure tab. Oh, right, I left it off on the last adventure. Let's start it at the first adventure. And let's use this orange. Orange, and this blue. Wait, what color did I use last? Purple. So yeah, let's use this one again. Adventure. There, we can stick that. Let's stick it down a little. Get up a little more. All right, let's see how that looks. Tools, weapon mastery. Suppose I could cut this. Then it won't look exactly like the other ones, would it? What if I did that? Nope, it sits on top of conditions. If I moved it down, or I could use a smaller tab again, which I might do. Okay, let's do that. Leaf, are you watching any anime currently? Weapon mastery we can put there. And I can move the tools down a bit. Oh, no, let's put weapon mastery down a bit more. A little further. And stick tools down a little further. Create a little more separation here. And adventure can go down. Further. All right. Let's stick this up a little more. Okay, not bad. I'll deal with that. There's the tabs for my minimal DM screen. Then if I ever change them, they're just sticky notes, so I can peel them off. They're not, like the fold over tabs are gonna be on the page more permanent like. So yeah, these are off of jet pens, of course. Make a little tableau stuff while I throw away some paper and put away this year's planner in my journal. Request, put time under adventure. That's a good idea. Welcome in, Vancouver by night. Good to see you. And I have a box. I have no idea why. I'm still keeping the box. Is there anything in the box? No. So the box can be thrown away. Hope you're doing good, Vancouver by night. Adventure Time. I like Adventure Time. It's a good show. All right, let's see what time we got here. We got some time yet. All right, so let's go back over there, and I'll talk at you some. Where we wrap up. Just doing a quick repost. All right. Oh, where did I put my glasses? There we go. Hey, how y'all doing? So tomorrow, video game of some kind, perhaps? I don't know. Maybe? Something? Oh, I forgot. I was going to also show off the stuff that came with the guide. Let's go over there again. So we're going back over. Hey. So with JetPen's orders, you know, you get the JetPen's invoice with the little comic at the bottom. Those are cute. But the Hobonichi weeks came with some extra stuff. Yeah. This life book. You love you. You loving yourself. That's probably a good start. Place to record your everyday, right? And, you know, it's just advertising material. Look, I have a life book. And then there's all the various types of Hobonichi. They give you the special features, pitch, ideas to write about. I keep this stuff for a while. Oh, and they have an app coming out. The English edition by the end of the year. Japanese app will be released in fall 2025. And then a couple months later, we should get the English edition. Yeah. And then a beginner's guide. But look at the adorable. Then it's a whole picture there. And again, more marketing, but just some adorable art going on. Again, calling it a life book. And it's nice to meet you. I'm the Hobonichi Techo. Okay. Gives you a little history. It's the 25th year since they offered the first edition for sale. Just so you know. Or they're heading into their 25th year, sorry. They started in 2001. Then you got the 1 page per day, the weekly types, which I have. Like recommended uses. 5-year, like a 5-year planner just seems like too much all at once. Couldn't do it. Gives you some features. This is quite a how to use a journal just in case. You don't know, but here's some suggestions. Ideas from team members. This is perfect for writing, for both writing and drawing. I gotta say, they put a lot of effort into their pack-ins here. Other stationary things they do. Official website, useful content. Another ad for the app. Global release in December 2025. Ooh. So yeah. They have some of the most interesting advertising pack-ins out of any products I get. And they're just kind of fun to look at. I don't really save them, but they amuse me for a while. All right. Tomorrow is going to be video game of some type. Friday will be Tech Friday. What do we have to talk about? Let me pull up. Doing school stuff, just making sure DC gets a view. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let me pull up my my Obsidian Vault for Tech Friday. What do I have planned? Yeah, so we're going to be talking about the Apple event, the some of the stuff that was at the tech event in Berlin, as well as a couple other little things. And then I have some Obsidian Vault stuff to go over. A couple things I found that were cool, and show off my next release that's coming up for everyone. That I'll be using for my games and things like that. And if you didn't know, Blue Sky does have a private bookmarking feature now. So there's a little, you'll see a little bookmark next to your post. We'll talk about this on Friday as well. Yeah, and if you're looking at the web app on the bottom right, there's a little bookmark looking tag thing, and you can click it, and you have your own private bookmark to a post. All right, let's see who's on. And if I click the right things, maybe I can tell who's on. That'd be great. Yeah, thanks for being here. Let's see here. No more. Steven should be on. Yes, there is one Steven. So let's go raid Steven Joys. Thank you all for being here. I'll be back tomorrow. If I can spell right. Okay, so be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Have a great evening. And I will see you all back here tomorrow. Stay tuned for the raid. Bye.